All right, Mr. Dahlman, at what point did you realize that Mr. Frank Stidker was the right choice?
Well, I think we have struggled with health insurance for a number of years, trying to make it affordable for our company. Listening to Frank's approach to insurance, we listened to him. It sounded appealing to us. We checked things out, and the more we got into it, the more it sounded like it would work for us.
Excellent. Well, hello, everybody. My name is Josh. I'm here to represent Mr. Frank Stidker and his company, Strategic Health Plan Consulting. And I've got here with me Mr. Steve Dahlman, the CFO and Operations Manager for Community Options Incorporated. Mr. Dahlman, could you tell me what sort of changes you're already seeing around community options since you've made this change?
Okay, we haven't been with the new plan for very long, but I think the biggest change is that we have more detailed information now. Instead of just getting a premium notice and paying the bill, we actually see, how our employees are using the plan. So that's probably been the biggest change. And I think what that allows us to do is have an idea of what is and isn't working for our employees, and hopefully make changes that helps them and helps our bottom line in the future. That's been the biggest change.
Wow. Would you say that that's what you find the most beneficial about Frank's insurance model so far?
I would say that leads to, I guess, from an employer standpoint, of course, affordability and sustainability is probably our what we're most interested in. But I think along the way of achieving that, we can also provide our employees with better coverage, better benefits. So I think it's a win-win situation, but we didn't have that choice before because we didn't have any information.
Wow. Okay, cool. So now that you have this choice and you have this information, did Frank present that to you easily? Did he make doing business with him really simple?
Yes, I think what Frank lends is he knows the insurance industry in and out. And I think anyone who has been having insurance discussions, that's a common point to start with. But then what Frank can do is say what your options are. And that's one of the things that traditional brokers just don't get into is, he explains what you have a choice in and what you should be looking for, and can explain that to you very well.
Okay, so you're saying that Frank has a distinct advantage over a traditional broker, is that right?
That's right. I think he starts out as where a traditional broker comes in, but then he goes a step further and saying, here are your choices. Here are some things we should look at. Here's how this works. And that's something I don't think you get with most brokers.
Beautiful. Well, thank you very much for your time, Mr. Dahlman. As just a final question to round this all off, to the man or woman that is still watching this, what would you say to them if they're sitting there wanting to make a change?
Well, I think healthcare in America has to change. It is not sustainable the way it is. I think what it's going to involve is more dialogue, more participation. And I think if you're happy with your current health insurance arrangement, continue doing it. But if you think it can't be sustained and you want to make a change, you can start participating now. And I think Frank's model allows you to start participating now.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dahlman.
All right. You're welcome.